You know, there is a riddle from prison that really struck me. It goes like this. There are two chairs, one with sharpened stakes and other with dips. Which will you sit on and which will you put your mother on? Sounds funny, right? But it's not just play on words. The answers to the riddle are much deeper than they seem at first glance. When I ended up in prison, I realized that this riddle about chairs is the reality every inmate faces. One chair is fear and submission, and the other is the struggle with yourself and the system. But that's far from the only riddle you come across. For example, here is another one. You are parachuting. On your right, there is a forest of dicks. On your left, an ocean of shit. Where will you land? The answer: every forest has clearing and every ocean has an island. Even in the most hopeless situations, there is always a place to land. When I first arrived in prison, it felt like I was between two chairs from the riddle. Noise, shouting, fear, it was all overwhelming. Life in such conditions is like parachuting, but you don't always see where the clearing or the island is. And here is another popular riddle in the prison. A fork in the eye or sex with inmate? The answer: there are no forks in prison. Or a second variant, that you have to say that you don't see people with one eye around. But seriously, in these situations, you often choose between the worst and the worst. But it's important to remember that humor is also a way to survive. It didn't just help me, it saved me from the madness happening behind these walls. Now let me reveal the two possible answers to the first riddle. The first: I'll take the sharpened stakes, chop off the ticks, and I'll sit down and seat my mother. That's when you make a brutal choice to control the situation, even at the cost of pain and loss. The second variant: I'll sit on the sharpened stakes and place my mother on lap. That's when you take the pain yourself to protect your loved ones. Both choices are hard, but in prison that's the reality. And that's when you understand any one of us could face a similar choice. In life you often have to choose between bad and worse. Even if it feels like there is no choice, humor and absurdity help you cope with the pressure. So, if you ever face the question, a fork in the eye or sex with inmate, remember, there are no forks in prison. And even in the toughest situations, there is always a way out. Let's choose a better life together. Even in the forest or on the ocean, there is always a clearing or an island. Thank you for your support and likes, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.